chemical kinetics. Already we were learned in class 11 the thermodynamics. That is, we can predict the reaction, whether the reaction is feasible or not feasible, that is spontaneous or non-spontaneous. The reaction, simply we can write it, that is delta G is less than 0. So that is at constant temperature and pressure is feasible. So then the extent of the reaction, that is in a chemical equilibrium, that is the speed of the reaction, that is the time taken by a reaction to reach equilibrium. See here, along with the feasibility and extent, it is equally important to know the rate and the factors controlling the rate of the chemical reaction. So this the rate of reaction we are going to study in this topic, that is chemical kinetics. Okay. See, first one, the rate of chemical reaction. Rate of chemical reaction. Some reactions such as the ionic reactions occur very fast. Example, the precipitation of silver chloride occurs instantaneously by mixing aqueous solution of silver nitrate and the sodium chloride. Another example, that is the very slow reaction, rusting of iron, that is the presence of air in the moisture, that is it will take some days. And so the reaction like inversion of canned sugar and the hydrolysis of starch, which proceed with a moderate speed. So these are the reaction type, that is the rate reaction. That's mean what is the speed of the reaction. That's mean you must be the knowing the speed of an automobile is expressed in terms of change in the piston or the distance covered by a certain period of time. Similarly, the speed of a reaction or the rate of the reaction can be defined as the change in the concentration of the reactant or product in unit time. To be more specific, it can be expressed in terms of, that is, first rate is decrease in concentration of any one of the reactant, that is reactant concentration decreases, and the rate increases the concentration of the any one of the product. So here the reactant is decreases, concentration decreases, the product concentration is increases. For a hypothetical reaction, assuming that the volume of the system remains constant, so that reactant gives product. So 1 mole of the reactant, that is R, produces 1 mole of product, that is P. So here this R1 is equal to, R1 and the P concentration of P1. This square bracket indicates the concentrations of reactant and the product. Okay. Similarly, at the time T1, suppose, and reactant like this, R concentration of R2 and the concentration of P2, this will be T2, time T2. So we can write it that as delta T is equal T2 minus T1. Change in the time is equal to T2 minus T1. For reaction, change in the reaction, delta R is equal to R2, concentration of R2 minus concentration of R1. Similarly, in the case of product, change in the product, concentration of product is equal to concentration of P2 minus concentration of P1. So the square bracket, usually the square bracket, already I said, bracket indicates the molar concentrations. Okay, that is molar concentrations of the reactant and the product. So the rate of disappearance, so that the reactant, this is the disappearance, the new product is appearance, so that the rate of disappearance is equal, that is R, disappearance of R reactant is equal to decreasing in concentration R divided by time taken. So usually we can write it, that is we can indicate the minus sign, del R, delta R divided by delta T. Similarly, in the case of rate of appearance, so rate of appearance, that is P. So increase in concentration of P divided by time taken. So that we can write plus delta P divided by delta T. See, the delta R is a negative quantity and the concentrations of the reactant is decreasing. So it is multiplied with n to 1 to make the rate of the reaction is positive quantity. So here these two equations, that is 1 and 2, these two equations represent the average rate of the reaction, that we can write it reaction, that is average or average. So the average rate depends on the change in the concentration of the reactant or products and the time taken for that the change to occur. So this is the graph for average and the instantaneous rate of the reaction. This graph concentrations of the reaction versus concentration of the reactant versus time. So here the R naught, the initial concentration, that is R1, and R2, that is the change in the reactant. Here the rate averages minus delta R divided by delta T is equal to minus of concentration of R2 minus concentration of R1 divided by T2 T1, and this for instantaneous minus dr by dt is equal to negative slope. So you will get the negative slope for the reactant side, and this in this slope concentration of the product versus time, and this is two different time, T1 and T2, and this is time for this instantaneous or instantaneous rate. Instantaneous is you will get the positive slope. So look at the positive slope, dp by dt is equal to get positive slope, and the average is delta p divided by delta t is equal to p2 minus p1 divided by t2 minus t1. So this is the instantaneous and the average rate of the reaction. Then next is the units of a rate reaction. The unit of a rate reaction, already we seen that negative del R minus del R by del T, and positive del P divided by del T, that is the decreasing concentration of reactant and the increasing concentration of product divided by time. That clear that the rate of reactions are the time inverse, so that is time inverse. So for example, if concentration is mole per liter, suppose mole liter inverse means, and the time is in seconds, then the units will be mole liter inverse and second inverse. So however, in the gaseous reaction, when the concentration of the gases is expressed in terms of their partial pressure, then the units of rate reaction will be atmosphere, that is atm second inverse for the gaseous reaction. Okay. To express the rate at particular moment of time, we determine the instantaneous rate. So it is obtained where we consider the average rate and the smallest time interval, say that is dt. Okay, the smallest time interval dt, that is when the delta t approaches 0. This approaches 0 means there is a so this, hence mathematically for an infinitesimally small dt, that is this small dt, the instantaneous rate is r rate average is equal to negative delta minus, that is del r by del t is equal to positive del product divided by del T. So when the delta T approaches 0, that is time approaches 0, or the instantaneous rate instantaneous, this is average, rate instantaneous is equal minus del dr by dt plus dp by dt. Okay. See, this is the graph for instantaneous rate of the hydrolysis of the butyl chloride. That is, it can be determined graphically by drawing the tangent at time t on either of the curve for the concentration of the reactant and the product, that is versus time, concentration of reactant product versus time. Okay, and that is the time t, and calculating its slope like this. Okay, this is the instantaneous rate. Okay, now consider the reaction, that is mercury liquid react with chlorine gas gives mercury chloride. So where the stoichiometric coefficient of the reactant and products are the same, then the rate of the reaction is equal minus, this is reactant side, delta Hg divided by del T is equal, in reactant side this is also same sign, decreasing concentration, so that we are using the sign Cl2 divided by del T is equal to product side, so you have to use positive sign, del HgCl2, concentration of HgCl2 divided by del T. So that is the rate disappearance of the any of the reactant is same as the rate of the appearance of the product. But in the following reaction, the two molecules of look at this, two molecules of Hi decomposes to produce 1 mole of hydrogen and iodine, 1 mole of hydrogen and 1 mole of iodine gas. So this is also gaseous and this is also gas. For expressing the rate of such reaction where the stoichiometric coefficient of the reactions or the products are not equal to 1, the rate of disappearance of any of the reactants or the rate of appearance of the product is divided by their respective stoichiometric coefficient. So since the rate of the consumption of hydrogen iodide is twice the rate of the formation of H2 and I2 or I2. So to make them to equal, the term is delta Hi, that is concentration of hydrogen iodide is divided by 2. Okay, so the rate of reaction will be, that is we can write it, the rate of reaction is equal 1 by 2 del H divided by del T. Here reactant side, so that you have to put the minus sign, and the product side just write it del H2 divided by del T is equal del I2, concentration of I2 divided by del T. So similarly for the reaction of 5 moles of bromide ion aqueous and bromide, that is BrO3 minus aqueous and 6H plus aqueous gives 3 moles of bromine aqueous and 3 moles of water, that is liquid. Here you have to write the rate reaction, there is 1 by here 5, so minus 1 by 5 del Br, concentration of Br divided by dt is equal to minus del Br, concentration of BrO3 minus divided by del T. Then you have to write again 6H plus, so that minus 1 by 6 concentration of that is H delta H plus divided by delta T is equal 1 by 3 delta Br 2 divided by del T is equal 1 by 3 again 1 by 3 del H2O divided by del T. So this is the rate reaction for this equation. For a gaseous reaction at constant temperature, the concentration is directly proportional to the partial pressure of the species, and hence the rate can also be expressed as rate of change in the partial pressure of the reactants or product. Okay.